Now that many kids across the coast are back in school, families are getting into new routines as the summer winds down. But returning to the classroom comes with a few costs, from school supplies to extracurricular activities. The receipts pile up. So now's the perfect time to sit down with your teen to discuss spending and money habits. Joining us today with more on how to have this conversation with your child, financial therapist for Cash App, Lindsay Bryan-Podvin. Thanks so much for joining us today. This is an important topic.
Yeah, Jennifer, it definitely is. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, so like we said, as people head back to school, now's the time when they can be getting more expenses to pile up. So why is now the critical time to talk with your entire family about being smart with money?
Now is a great time to talk about money with the family because of exactly the things that you mentioned. We're getting that list of back to school supplies that you need to bring into the classroom. You're getting an understanding of what the fees are going to be for sports or for other extracurriculars. And rather than having there be tension and weirdness about money in the family, it's so much better to harness that back to school organizational energy to have an open and honest conversation. And it might sound like, hey, here are the things we will or won't spend money on this year, which might sound a little bit scary, but it actually sets the stage for having reciprocal understanding of who is paying for what and how much things cost.
Right. And when you hear about the term financial literacy, how does that apply to kids and teens?
Financial literacy for kids and teens is not going to be the same as it is for you and I, right? They're not talking about tax deductions and 401ks. You want to introduce financial literacy, which is the understanding of different financial topics, not just with definitions, but also with action items. So for a younger kid, you might do something like help them how to count their money, getting out dollars and coins and adding it up together. For slightly older children, you may have the opportunity to get a clear piggy bank and have them save up their birthday money or their holiday money for a specific type of toy. Now, for teenagers, Cash App is the most popular money app for teens in the United States. And the cool thing is Cash App families means that parents can supervise and monitor what's going on with their 13 to 17-year-old's account, and they can only open it with a parent's supervision. So when it comes to financial literacy, giving them the opportunity to talk to you about what does it mean to set a savings goal, what happens when you send me money for an allowance, and to actually see it and interact with it is going to be really important in driving some of those messages home.
Yeah, and lastly, of course, these conversations differ amongst different age groups, but as teenagers prepare to head off to college, I know it can be daunting sometimes to know that you'll be on your own, that you'll have to manage your finances. What are some things parents can do to kind of improve that financial literacy for those teenagers heading off to college?
Parents can have open conversations about what they will and won't be paying for once they leave the house. It sounds really scary, but it's so much better than saying, hey, you're 18, you're 19, you're on your own now. And to say things like, hey, we will pay for your dorm, or we will pay for your cell phone bill, but here's how much it costs for those other expenses. Starting to lay that foundation now and help them gain an understanding of how much things cost means that they can start to build up their own savings account and start to build up some of their own money habits. So if they have a part-time job, what happens when they have their paycheck get deposited and have it go into a high-yield savings account and earn a little bit of extra interest? Well, it means that their money can go further towards those goals. So you don't want to pull the rug out from under them entirely. Instead, you want to take these steps so they get a little bit more responsibility over time. So when it comes time for them to leave the house or leave the nest, so to speak, they have some skills and know what to do when it comes to money.
All right, Lindsay, great tips there for back to school. We appreciate you talking with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.